Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Murray's Jets going up against Ellington's Raiders. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 9 matchup.
Moore's going to be back deep here on the opening kick. And Nick Folk looks ready to get this one underway. Moore's going to run this one out. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. Today, he's done his best to avoid costly turnovers so far this season, and it shows up in the interception category. Top 10 right now in the league when it comes to the fewest picks thrown. Offense lines up here. Tight end in motion. First and 10. They'll run it here. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. And now a look at the Raiders offense, starting with the offensive line. And they have leaned on this line to help clear the way for the third most dangerous running attack in the league. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. Ellington is in the backfield. Gets it out for the completion. Picks up about 5.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
First down at the 30. And now they're going to go with the draw play. Sean Weatherspoon in on that last play.
Well, we got the mojo flowing today, don't we? You start out the game, it's early, you pick up a couple first downs, and you think you can't be stopped.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The defense comes out in the nickel. Ellington's handed the football. Tackled down at the 46-yard line.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and 4. Looking to the right side and throwing. And sailing out of bounds. Here's the Jets defense. They never got to the quarterback once last week. After the incompletion, 3rd and 4 coming up. Ellington's lined up in a single back formation. He'll throw it over the middle. Carr's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Well, this is a classic case, wasn't it? Let's bend, but don't break. That's what the defense did. They gave up some first downs, but they stopped the offense when it counted.
Murray's got it on the fair catch as the offense heads out now. Smith's going to be at quarterback today. He's done his best to avoid costly turnovers so far this season, and it shows up in the interception category. Top 10 right now in the league when it comes to the fewest picks thrown. First down here. Geno Smith under center. Murray's hit and brought down. Now we'll get a look at the Jets offense. This is a team that for some reason just does not know how to close out the deal. Drive after drive coming up empty. Look at the numbers. One of the lowest scoring teams in the NFL.
Second down coming up.
Murray's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
Got a little crease.
A big chunk of yardage gained by DeMarco Murray.
Schaub's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up the first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
And Ivory's taking the handoff. And now here's the Raiders defense. We're talking about the best in the league as a unit when it comes to getting to the quarterback.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
The Raiders defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Sidney Rice with the reception.
The Jets do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
The Jets facing third down. A week ago, they were not up to the challenge. Geno Smith under center.
And the give now to DeMarco Murray. He's brought down.
Murray's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Murray lined up in the backfield. Smith is in the shot. Has his man. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
The Jets that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his third down's much easier with this situation.
Geno Smith under center. Begin. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Good job by the offensive line there on third and short. Even though the defense knew it was probably going to be a run, still able to get in there and barely get that first down.
The Jets come to the line with a bunch set. First down at the 23.
Reaches out and grabs it.
Amaro's met after a gain of 3.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Second down.
And Curley's in the slot. To Cumberland. Gains 14.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down, now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
First and goal from the 6. Picks up about 2.
The Jets won't be happy with the results of that play. They run it once they get into the red zone, and it does not fool the defense. They get overpowered, and they get a short gain.
Marching down the field and taking their time.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7.
What a drive this has been.
Ready. 319.
3rd and goal from the 7.
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got 3rd and goal. Not a lot of room for receivers to work in, but the quarterback and receiver, they're on the same page. Good throw and catch.
Jets getting ready for the kickoff. Moore's just going to wave his arm here and make the fair catch. First down here.
The Raiders will go with the pistol on this play.
He'll keep it on the play fake. Airing it out. He caught him. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
You throw it deep for a lot of reasons. One, you're hoping for the big play, maybe a touchdown, but also you got to think about interference. You can get that a lot of times, but that was a nice throw and catch.
The ball is out, and the defense has it.
In on the stop.
Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
Smith's going to take it from the gun. Trying to work that left side. Finds a little seam.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Murray's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
Murray's hit and brought down.
Murray's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment.
First down here after the run.
The Raiders lined up in the nickel. And Ivory's got it on the handoff and pick up about 4.
And you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards. You are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Smith's got it in the gun. Finds his mark.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
Ball's on the ground.
This one's going back the other way.
And he's brought to the ground.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
They come to the line, and it's first down. They send the tight end in motion.
Ellington's going to take the handoff now. Ellington is tackled down.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Double tight end formation. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Finds Cobb, and Perry in on the tackle.
That's a good job that time by the quarterback getting that pass completion. Now it makes 3rd down very manageable for him.
It'll be 3rd down. Offense lines up here. Handoff, looking for some daylight up the middle.
Reese is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the 1st down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the 1st down.
Still got it after the play action. Catch made.
Coples that time on the tackle.
Well, you got to do that now in this NFL. When you're in trouble in the pocket, you got to be able to run out there and find a way to complete a pass, and he did that time.
The Raiders have it at the 39. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
That's a bread and butter play by all offenses in the NFL. Get a few yards and get that 1st down.
Ellington's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. 1st down at the 37. Finds Cobb, and Weatherspoon in on the tackle.
Well, this defense cover 4, where 4 defensive backs are back there deep. It stops all the big passes down the field. But look at these crossing routes. Wide open, hit them, and let them catch it, run, and you still get the big plays.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Clemens is going to make the tackle.
The offense picks up another 1st down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Here's the 1st snap after the big play.
The kickoff of the football. The defense has the football.
Tackles made.
Ellington's the one who is down, and we'll step aside for just a moment.
No margin for error here with the offense. Tight ends in motion here. 1st and 10.
DeMarco Murray gets the handoff. Murray's hit and brought down. And we knew, talking with both teams, how much the running game would be a focus today, and for good reason. Here's a running back doing tremendous things out there, as he has all year long.
I think that's what's really incredible in it. Both teams do exactly what they wanted to do. The offense says we want to run it. The defense says we got to stop it. And how about it? The offense, once again, overpowering the defense.
DeMarco Murray is in the backfield. And here's the toss. Has the 1st down. Now looking for more.
Murray's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
New set of downs now after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Handoff made, and he'll try it left. Moore's there to make the tackle.
Ivory's a guy, anytime he gets a chance to get into secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
First down here after the run.
Geno Smith under center.
place is the one who brings him to the ground.
The defense recovers the loose ball.
The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
What a nice spot to begin this drive.
The Raiders take it from the 38.
Keeps it here. He'll fire it out to the left.
That ball to Randall Cobb, who makes the catch. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Now 1st and 10. Throw to the left.
Carr's pass will go for an incompletion.
And what you do in man-to-man defense sometimes, get up there and disrupt the receiver. Disrupt his rhythm, disrupt the timing, and what do you get? Another incompletion.
2nd down now.
Will run it.
Here's the handoff.
Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
It's a too-tight information.
Trying to beat the play clock. To Tompkins. Tompkins tackled down. The Raiders trail here in the first half, Phil, but you can't say there aren't some positives here. Carr's doing what he can to keep them in the game.
Well, they are losing, but you cannot blame the offense. The offensive line doing a good job giving the quarterback time, and the offensive coordinator, he's sitting over there going, he doesn't know which play to call because everything is working in the passing game. Well, it was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
2nd down coming up. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front.
Will go ground.
Power surge. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, here we are. It's a tie game now. We'll see how the teams react to it. Will it be positive or... Negative.
The Raiders now with the extra point to tie the game. Count it.
The Raiders will kick it away momentarily. They were able to capitalize on great field position following the fumble, and they'll be hoping the defense can help them out like that once more.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. They'll take it at the 20. The Jets getting ready now to start their drive. First down at the 20. With 2 hands, he has it.
We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. We'll head back to the field now. Danielle Bellini is working to get us an update on that injury as soon as possible.
That leads us to second down. Geno Smith under center. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down right at the 43.
The Jets have had a great rushing attack all game, Phil. Murray's been absolutely brilliant and almost impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today, just coming out and out-hitting the defense, giving the running back opportunities, and they are taking advantage of it.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Jets offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Murray's in the backfield. Single back set. Still not taken down.
Nice tackle.
You just can't expect your defensive backs to cover that long. It's good coverage initially, but the quarterback had all day long, and sooner or later, these great wide receivers are going to get open.
Second down and 4.
Going deep. Interception. Flag is out. Decker's there to make the tackle.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
The defense will take the penalty. First down. Offense readying for the snap. Nickel formation for the defense here. Will go ground. He's stacked up at that point.
The Raiders offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
Carr comes out in the pistol. The Raiders take it from the 38 to the ground. That brings the play to an end.
The Raiders offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Carr set in the pistol. The Raiders lined up in the pistol.
The ball is out. Recovery by the offense.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Tight end in motion.
The Raiders take it from the 38.
It's the old counter play, and that gains a few.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home, they stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35.
Sticks to his hands.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. 2 tight ends on the field here. Staying with the passing game on first down. No separation at all. Incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
Second and 10.
Murray's going to secure the handoff. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
Situations like this, you think you're making the right call. You're going to run the football on second down so you can get in a good situation for third. And no, what happens? You lose a couple yards, and now you're in a tough 3rd and long.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 30.
Scrambling throwing now. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The kick is good. The kick is good from downtown.
You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
Geno Smith takes the field for another time. Murray lined up in the backfield.
First down at the 20.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
There's nothing like a big hit. When you get it and it connects, it gives your defense some emotion. Look at the guys, how they're jumping around. Hey, that gets everybody excited.
Second down and 10. Here's Decker. He's tackled at the 28. The Jets signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Offense lines up here.
Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And Rice is brought down. The Jets will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
The defense comes out in the dime.
Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
After the complete, they're in the hurry-up mode.
They're going back up top. To the sideline and complete.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than the incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or 2.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now second down and 7.
Amaro's playing out of position in the backfield here.
The defense gets a sack.
The Jets signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Geno Smith under center.
Third and 11. Murray. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Interesting situation right here, isn't it, Jim? 4th and short near midfield. You're behind. It's in the first half. Do you go for it to try to get momentum back on your side, or do you punt it away? Me, I would punt it. We'll see what the coach does.
That does it for the first half. Jets trailing this one.
It'll be a touchback. Geno Smith heading back out for this next. Which this team to continue to make down.
Be good. What game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
The Jets have it at the 44.
And the give now to DeMarco Murray.
Murray's hit and brought down. The Jets have hit this defense with some long runs today. Murray's been at the forefront on these plays, showing off his big play ability.
Boy, he can make it look easy, and it happens fast. He gets a little window, look out, he takes off, and before you know it, he's deep down the field.
Geno Smith under center.
Second down and 7.
He'll get it again.
And tackled down at the 49-yard line.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 5. Throws the pass.
And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Well, I'm going to give the quarterback a little credit that time. He knew he did not have enough guys to pick up all the blitzers, so all he can do is just throw the pass away and wait for the next opportunity.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
The Raiders getting set now for their next series. Offense lines up here. 1st down and 10. Brings it in. Hester's marked down at the 27.
Looking at the stats, this seems like the case of an adjustment being made from one week to the next, as this wide receiver has been heavily involved in the passing attack, Phil.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's been a great adjustment by the offense. They have new ways to get him open, and he is getting open and taking advantage of it. Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Third down and 1.
Reese is handed the football.
That's what you want to do. Just get a 1st down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
New set of downs now after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Carr's lining up in the pistol. Setting up screen. This will just go as an incompletion on the screen.
That's 2nd down coming up.
Carr comes out in the pistol.
They send the tight end in motion.
They'll run it here.
Trying to plow ahead. He's brought to a halt.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, but they stopped the play for a short gain.
Nickel formation here for the defense. 3rd and 7.
Good coverage by Clemens that time as the pass goes incomplete.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
And no return as this goes for a touchback.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. DeMarco Murray gets the handoff. Charging ahead. He's taken down at the 23.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Geno Smith under center.
Murray taking it up the middle. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation.
Ivory lined up in the backfield.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. There's a yellow marker down on the field.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
1st and 10, and Ivory's taking the handoff. Brought down after a gain of 6.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
This will be 2nd down. And Manningham's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Smith's back in shotgun formation. Got a big lane. Smith's going to avoid the hit by sliding.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game. And you get that first down, it just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
That'll stop the play right there.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Chris Ivory lined up in the backfield.
2nd and 3, and Ivory's got it on the handoff.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
This is 3rd down. Offense lines up here.
Takes another handoff.
There's the offense picking up another 1st down on 3rd down.
The Jets did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those 1st downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Should have had it.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's zone, you look for one of your starters, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. 2nd and 10. The give. Picks up 8 here.
The Jets know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time.
This has been a long drive so far. 3rd and 2. And there's Rice. That's a touchdown.
What a tremendous throw by the quarterback that time for the touchdown. What confidence he has in that arm. Small window, very little room to throw that football in there. He didn't worry about it, fired it, got the touchdown.
The Raiders looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 14-10. And the tackle is made right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders break huddle and start their drive this time from the 25.
Tight ends in motion here. 1st and 10. They run the counter play. And Perry in on the tackle.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
The Raiders snap it up at the 26. On the money. Pryor's there that time for the tackle.
The Raiders, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that 1st down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another 1st down, and that'll serve your team well.
They bring in the extra tight end. Back to the air here on 1st down. Pulls it in. The tackle is made.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the 1st down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Handoff. Good for only
a yard.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Makes the catch. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance.
The Raiders look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
That will bring us to the end of the third here in East Rutherford. We'll return in a moment for the beginning of the fourth quarter. The Raiders offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Is the first snap of the final quarter. Finds Cobb, and he's tackled. He'll be a yard short of the first. Looking ahead, the Jets will be on the road in Miami next week, while the Raiders will be playing at home next week.
Second down here. Offense lines up here.
And now here's the handoff. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
First down here after the run. Play action. Throws to the right.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
You might as well catch it because you're going to take the big hit no matter what. That time, the receiver lets the ball go because he was worried about the defender making the hit.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
And the offense will call a timeout.
We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. On the way, third down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. From the shotgun. Has the reception all alone. That's been the story of this game. Another third down conversion to move the chains.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 18. Keeps it on the play fake. Could have been intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
This long drive continues. Second down and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a gain of 9. Look at the rushing totals for both sides. Neither defense has had much luck slowing down the run.
Well, it's not about luck. It's about trying hard. It's about want to, and I do not see that from the defensive side. That's why the offenses are having so much success running the football here today.
Mounting a serious drive.
Reese is going to take the handoff now. And he's brought down, but he has the first.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
First and goal from the 5.
Has it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
If you go to an NFL practice, they spend about 40% of their time practicing plays going in to score. And that's why they made it look so easy here. Nice throw by the quarterback on 1st and goal.
The Jets are ready to return the kick. He'll take it from the 4. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. Geno Smith takes the field for another time. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Smith is in the shotgun. He makes the catch. Tackle down right around the 47.
The Jets just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Now 1st and 10. Murray on the screen. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
When you can't back or put pressure on, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Murray's lined up as the single back. It's 2nd down and 3. Eyeing that left side, and he hauls it in. Then picks up about 3. Tuck's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. A reception on 2nd down, but not enough for the first. 3rd down. The defense comes out in the nickel. And the give now to DeMarco Murray. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one. The Raiders haven't forced many turnovers this season, but today they're having a big outing. And it's easy to see why they're winning because of it.
Yeah, I like what they're doing on the defensive side. They are hustling so much. And when you hustle, you get more defensive players around the football. And that's how you cause turnovers. Jets did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
The Jets snap it at the 36. Goes deep to Sidney Rice. Pass is picked off by Tramon Williams. Good piece of tackling.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Tight end in motion. 1st down and 10. He takes it on the counter. A tackle behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now defense is in a good situation.
Second down here after that run play. Offense lines up here. He'll take the snap about midway through the fourth. That ball is rifled to Randall Cobb, who makes the catch. You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about two teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is two different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim. And it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
Offense lines up here. Third down and 3. Looking across the middle. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
Tackle down at the 47.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
First down coming up.
Amaro's in the slot here for this play. Smith's going to take it from the gun.
And he's thrown to the ground.
That time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapse. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Coming up, second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Looking to the right side and throwing.
Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's third and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
Third down on the way. Wide receivers are bunched up.
Out of the shotgun.
Heaving it down the field. Has the catch.
Jets, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points.
That play is going to be challenged. Challenge flag is out.
There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
The ruling on the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Smith's got it in the gun.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. That's a gain of 7.
Hard to throw the football down the field once you get into the red zone. That time the quarterback, well, he knows that. And he looks down there, nobody open deep, throws it short, and they get a nice solid pickup on that play call.
And here we have second down.
DeMarco Murray is in the backfield. Handoff made, and a gain of 4.
The Jets look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
First and goal from the 7.
Will run it. Here's the handoff. and picks up maybe 3 or 4.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Second and goal from the 3. And Ivory's going to secure the handoff. Rocked for a loss on that play.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
It's third down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the fourth.
These guys need to make something happen on offense with time beginning to run out.
False start. Offense.
Third down after the penalty. Time in this one's running out, and the defense knows it needs another stop. Touchdown, New York Jets.
Oh, what a good job there by the offense. Third and goal. And what do? They run the football against the defense, and nice job getting the touchdown.
The Jets with an extra point try on the way. And the point after is good. Decker's probably ready to get right back on the field after that last drive. A drive in which he contributed over 40 yards receiving, helping the team score.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Got the hand up into the sky, and that means fair catch.
The Raiders are set for their next possession.
First and 10. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
Second and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Finds Cobb. Ball comes out.
And it's a takeaway.
He's brought down.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
And he's taken down.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time it collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
Coming out of the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs a big stop to have any chance. After being sacked on first down, it's 2nd and 16. Smith's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap.
Murray's handed the football. And it's Roach there to meet him.
And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. It's third down coming up.
Ivory lined up in the backfield. They'll go ground.
The flag is out as the play continues.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Breaks the long one for the touchdown.
This offense, even though they had the lead, they do not sit on it. They are aggressive. They take risks. And what a goal.
The Jets with the PAT to come.
Inside of the uprights. Jets getting ready for the kickoff. Signals right away, fair catch.
First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Carr's going to be in the pistol here.
1st and 10. Play fake. Throws to the right. To Tompkins.
That's a pickup of 14.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
The Raiders trail here in the second half. Carr's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been active.
And the pass is picked off, and that will all but do it.
Hester's there to take him down.
Witherspoon's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
First down on the way. Takes the knee. It's now 2nd down. Takes the knee. Now looking at 3rd down. I know it's too early to panic, but that's now back-to-back losses.
I don't think the players will panic, but I know this. The fan base and everybody else in the press, they'll panic. This will be the end of the world, but it's not. They can turn things around and they can win next week.